Going slow. Logged you out again.
I need more at Sleep Detroit County.
Yeah.
Passwords outdoor, but checking outdoor outdoors.
I think I got it. I think I got it.
Well,
I got it. Yep. All right, we can start rolling. Yep. What's that? It's news. Whoa, whoa. What? For what?
I gotta get the wheel. Caps, arms up.
Alright, now.
Yeah. Are you stupid?
Of course. Alright. What were you thinking?
I've made it. I'll do this. You know me. I can do this. I'm gonna do this. Don't you know? You call me a beaver?
No.
You are.
all this traffic this morning. People going to work. Usually so much traffic by the office.
Mortgage interest rates fall in the future, Hall Financial's rate launch technology team will let you know when it's time for you to refinance to claim your exclusive benefit. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, you need to call Hall Financial first at 866-CALL-HALL or chat with them online at callhallfirst.com.
97.1 attention.
This report brought to you by Allstate agent Cheryl Bowker. The roads are pretty clear back for this morning. Looking at a drive in most areas. Just things are picking up a little bit as you head into the work zone. 96 eastbound connecting to eastbound 696 and westbound 696 just after Ensign Telegraph. The right price for the right protection, it exists. For Michigan Allstate agent Cheryl Bowker can help you get it. Contact her for your free quote today at 734-525-9610 or stop by 312-221-5911.
It just sucks during rush hour.
Extra ticket using the same number you used to call the ticket. Ticket text 248-539-9797. Hi friends, Bill Dolly here for Dolly Buick GMC in Lake Orion. Whether you're shopping for a family car or your first car, we have the right certified pre-owned car for you. Every car has to pass a rigorous inspection process, has low mileage, and includes 2 factory-backed limited warranties, plus a 3-day, 150-mile exchange policy. Each C-Fob also includes scheduled maintenance, roadside assistance, and a free vehicle history report. We have a good selection to choose from, so come see us. That's Dolly Buick GMC in Lake Orion. Learn more online at dollybg.com. The right price for the right protection. It exists. And Michigan's Allstate agent Cheryl Bowker can help you get it. Contact her for your free quote today at 734-525-9610 or stop by 31221 5 Mile Road in Livonia.
Bob Lawson, business manager for Coletta Motorsports, uses Applied Innovation for network and IT support and much more.
So they maintain and keep us connected through a lot of our internet technology programming that we need. If we're looking to add equipment or something like that, we look through them to do so.
Why choose Applied Innovation for Coletta Air, Coletta Charters, and Coletta Motorsports, which together employs over 4,000 people?
The beauty of their organization is just like our owner, Connie Coletta, John Lowry developed and built Applied Innovation with his own 2 hands. And they're both family-owned businesses, and family to our owners is extremely important.
You believe strongly in supporting the local communities you serve, as does Applied Innovation.
Well, I think that goes back to the philosophies of the family-owned businesses, and that innovation has.
Applied Innovation. Call today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed than the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Home. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $4 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask her to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. And 1/1/2023. Ship with class. Actual fees vary. Compare pricing with top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security as customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discounts. Results vary. Not an endorsement. Music Sound Detroit, inside District Detroit on the second floor. Hockey Sound, powered by your Metro Detroit Rams truck dealer. Features legendary performances, musician workshops, and interviews with the biggest stars in music, sports, and news. Log on now and experience musicsounddetroit.com. This week, hurry to the incredible Black Friday deals at Target. Save on the hottest gifts to get ahead this holiday. Like the latest tech and electronics, the hottest styles for the entire family, and trending toys you have to see to believe. And Black Friday shopping at Target is easier than ever, with free drive-up, free order pickup, and same-day delivery. All prices and great deals, so you can holiday normally. Only at Target. Exclusions apply. Meet Joe Petty, Pop Joe Beef, Hello, and Joe Beef. Up 3 everyday Joes perfecting their family with Chase. Is locking and locked to the car with the Chase mobile app. Joe Beef is cooking towards the front. And Joe Beef, Chase favorites helping you and budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect, support for one check. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more what's yours.
Her blinks around with your brain.
Recently applied. JP Morgan Chase Bank, any member FDIC.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together, millions of things for our planet. Planning a road trip this fall? Maximize your fuel economy by inflating tires to proper pressure and packing light. When we each share our one thing, it becomes a million things for our planet. What's your one thing? Welcome to AutoZone. What are yours behind? Thinking about gas prices. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Endor Platinum can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an FCC extended life oil for only $38.99. Get everything you need for better fuel efficiency at any of our 6,200 stores or on AutoZone.com. This is the plot.
Latest on your Detroit Lions. Download Necessary Roughness with TJ Lang and John Jensen today. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Tony and Jensen. Lions win 31-18, 3-0. The Bills are here for Thanksgiving. Also last night, Kansas City over the Chargers, 30-27. Great game. Mahomes, Kelsey 3 times. New Orleans beat the Rams 27-20. Right now the Lions have 6th and the 13th picks of the draft. Pistons lose an exciting game to Sacramento, 137-129. They lose despite shooting 53% from the field and almost 52% from 3. Michigan barely escaped Ohio University, the Bobcats, 70-66 in overtime. That was the first meeting since Ohio upset in the NCAA tournament. Anyway, all right, we're talking about Michigan and what you also took out from Saturday with all the close games and the one upset where South Carolina just smoking Tennessee. It doesn't make you feel any better because Michigan didn't play that well. Other teams, Ohio State, different style game, but they obviously struggled. They have injury problems as well. Let's do a few texts and we'll go to the phone. Ryan says Michigan has barely a chance to win Saturday. JJ is meh, and our run game will not work as well as it has been. It'll be close, but we will not win. Face it, Ryan. Okay, same thing everybody was saying last year. Well, face it, John.
Yeah, I know. But he does say we, so he's a Michigan fan.
With two running backs out, Michigan is really in bad shape going in against Ohio State. Ohio State has two running backs who will probably not play either, but their freshman backs certainly produced a great game on Saturday. Harbaugh calling players heroes is laughable.
I actually took something away from that. I thought he was a little bit like over the top after the game, and including JJ in the post-game TV interview, and I almost feel like he was trying to give a vote of confidence to these guys because he really got away.
Well, it's funny. I told John in the break that that's another thing. Well, to answer your question is why JJ doesn't get maybe as much criticism. Basically, his coach just refuses to criticize, which is probably for my need.
Well, he might be putting up the Michigan wall and, protecting him.
Right, exactly.
This is a business we're in of criticizing, and I just like to hear, some criticism of it. But I'm not going to be bad.
No, I
think it can be better.
Michigan should have lost. The refs gave that incomplete pass that hit the ground with forms and total crap. Harbaugh giving chin nuts to the refs. Okay. How many times? Okay. They got a good whistle. I'm not going to deny that, but that happens. It all comes around and goes around, How many Michigan fans complain about calls too? Yeah, they got that call when they showed it on the jumbotron. Thought for sure it was going to be overturned. I couldn't.
I thought so too. I believe that's what we were saying on the radio. The ball hit the ground.
Yeah, and the pick play that Bill was offset about. Yeah, it was sick.
I don't know if anybody was watching on TV, when they go to the rules analyst in New York.
Right.
What was that person thinking? I watched the game, but I don't listen to it.
I don't know. I was thinking my ass off. Except for students.
We'll get to it, sure.
But they did, the holding penalty on Zach Zinner that took away a huge play. That was like, oh crap. I think it was a good call. It was okay.
He grabbed him, and
I apologize.
Did you see the clock?
He had the one hand on him. Yeah.
Sure, John. Georgia showed they can move the ball through the air. Michigan made a pass. JJ throws deep without trying to throw it away. Yeah, Georgia's a better team. Gee, there's a star. Okay. Let's go to Ali. Ali, what's up?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
I'm good. I think Michigan might, as the last couple of weeks of the season, everything is playing out, I think Michigan might be one of the luckiest teams in the country because I saw the way they play crap on Saturday, and it just made me sick to my stomach. But when I saw all the top 5 teams play like crap on Saturday, and I don't trust USC to win out. I don't even know if they beat Notre Dame. And if Michigan keeps it close on Saturday, I think they might still have a good shot to make it into the playoffs, whether Blake Corum plays or not. But if Blake Corum doesn't play, there's no absolute chance they win.
USC has to lose.
Right. USC has to lose.
TCU has to lose.
Right. USC, TCU could be the third seed.
If you want to get out the fourth, it's okay for Ohio State, TCU, and Georgia going undefeated.
Right.
You need Clemson and USC to lose.
Right.
I think USC for sure. Clemson, I do think there would maybe be a debate depending on how these games play out still.
I think they'll give it to a conference champion who has beat more ranked teams. That's what I think it's going to come to.
Who do you think's better, Michigan or Clemson?
I think Michigan's better now.
I think a lot of people will ask themselves that question.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a classic playoff debate.
I think they're very similar. I think they play very similar styles. They're both very good in the trenches. Outside weapons have less to be desired.
Some ticket text some more. Michigan showed they've almost no passing game. JJ is widely overrated, but Ohio State showed they are vulnerable. I still think with the game being at the shoe, Ohio State wins by over 7. Michigan won't be able to keep up their passing. Well, Michigan, to me, to win that game, they'll have to complete a few passes, but more importantly, they have to have Corum healthy, and the offensive line has to put on an amazing show and have a 7 to 8 minute drive to keep Ohio State's offense open. I would feel better going into this game if Cade was under center.
Well, okay, there's comfort in that. I did that because Cade showed they could do it last year. Up until that point, I don't think there was a lot of people going, well, we can win this game.
Cade also wasn't undefeated.
JJ is? Well, you could argue that one of the reasons that Gabe wasn't undefeated was that JJ McCarthy had a miscommunication with Blake Cora and fumbled, and also he had another fumble early.
Right. I did BB. They did win a game.
Sure. Did it. So we got hurt. Let's go to Brandon here at 97.6.
Hey, I agree with some of the points with JJ and his struggles, but I think we're pointing the finger at the wrong problem. I see a fundamental problem wrong with their passing game. There's no creativity in their offense in terms of passing routes and schemes. When they see things that work, like the crossing routes with the tight end and the receivers, they quit going to them. And you see plays that work, and then they quit going away from them. You get the big screen pass to the running back, and then it's gone. I think, in my opinion, they're not getting enough steps. Sometimes three and a half coaches cooking in the kitchen in terms of play calling.
Well, I don't know if that's the reasoning, but you are correct, and that's what I discussed with Jim Harbaugh yesterday. The guys just don't get over it. Nobody was more open than Ronnie Bell in that 10th touchdown against the Bears. Yeah, he was. That was 1+. Yeah. But when you, I'm not trying, I am. I'm going to compare. When you watch other highly skilled teams, like Michigan's a highly skilled team, but not the passing game. Well, you look at route trees and you see other teams, guys getting wide open. You just sit there and say, why can't Michigan do this? I don't understand. Are their receivers smaller than others? Well, they're not creating separation. Right. So, in part, yes. And I had Jason Labonte, who's our sideline guy, former Michigan receiver, everybody knows him. And he was, 2 weeks ago, somewhat critical of the receivers in regards to how they're running their routes, that they're looking back and they're not running to a point where JJ is throwing the ball. And when they look back, they're slowing things down. It was Anthony and Rutgers. And sometimes it comes down to just simply catching the ball. Like Roman Wilson had a ball go right to
I don't know.
Against Illinois. Marion Walker
Makes you have to
had a
go.
ball in his hand. Gabriel Anthony.
Makes you have to pull over and go.
It was struck a deep because we think we've got a penalty. That ball should have been caught.
Yeah, super quick on that, Johnny. That is a very fair defense against corner. Okay, so what made me most mad about that play, even Anthony, he could have caught that. Okay, it wasn't the easiest of catches. Not like he was wild, but he could have gone off and got that ball on his kid. Where is that play when there's not a suspected, oh, we got him, so we can go for it?
Well, the play was designed to go that way before the offside. He didn't switch plays in the middle because they got the guy jumped offside.
I know, but why isn't that throw being attempted when you don't think that there's a penalty, you have nothing to lose? That's my problem with the offense right now. They're not attempting that kind of play enough. Well, you gotta sometimes throw 50-50 balls and try to make a deep play.
I don't think he has enough confidence in his receivers. I mean, I'm talking about the coaching staff either. All right, our telephone number is 248-539-9797. Here to tell you about the great folks at Sarah Whalen Chevrolet. You know, time's running out. You get a brand new 2022 Chevy from Sarah Whalen. Like the Chevy Silverado, as the #1 volume Chevy dealer in the nation for new and certified pre-owned vehicles, Sarah Whalen has a large inventory of 2022 Silverados with a variety of trim levels that are ready for you to test drive and take home today. Or, if the sedan is more your style, Sarah Whalen can get you with their legendary Malibu. So hurry into Sarah Whalen Chevrolet, 17.5 in Van Dyke and Sterling Heights. Call 800-WHALEN-1 or go to sarahwhalen.com. Find new roads.
Mr. Chris with XBL. NBA props can be tricky to bet, so here's one that's gone a bit under the radar. Tyrese Halliburton, the point guard for the Indiana Pacers, has had an excellent season so far, and the best part, his points prop has been 19.5 or under all year, and he's scoring 20 points or more 75% of the time. That is about as close to a sure thing as you're going to find in the NBA, especially in the prop market. So bet Halliburton props for as long as it takes for Vegas to catch up. I'm Trista Chris, helping you see the booth.
This week at Staples, save 60% on. Thanks for your business this year. Save 60% on.
Happy holidays, Nana.
Save 60% on. You are cordially invited. Right now at Staples, you can save 60% on custom printed holiday cards and invitations. So you can say, thanks for a great year. Happy holidays. Or come on over, all for less. For everything you need printed this holiday, go to Staples, the working and learning store, in-store and online. Ends 12/3. Exclusions and restrictions apply.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge them on a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the tax that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to GetRefunds.com/sports, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to GetRefunds.com/sports. That's GetRefunds.com/sports. Soccer fans can turn a loss into a win with the king of sportsbooks. Just place a single first goal score prop bet on any World Cup game. If your bet loses, you'll receive up to $25 back in free bets. Wager confidently and take your game to the next level with BetMGM. Log into your account or download the BetMGM app and sign up today. Then, wager on any player to score the first goal in any World Cup game. If your bet misses, you'll get up to $25 back in free bets. Turn game time into showtime with the king of sportsbooks. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. New and existing customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. This excludes Michigan Disassociated Persons.
Register to win a brand new 2022 GMC Acadia, now at Menards. Sponsored by Sylvania. See store for details. Save big money at Menards.
Hi there, I'm your host, Doc, filling in for the human who's normally here, bringing you the smells and sounds of the holidays, courtesy of Begging Dog Treats.
We wish you a begging Christmas. We wish you a begging Christmas. So Gretzky, Mary Doberman, let's begging you acquire. Dance from home with just a begging.
Remember, for bacon-loving doggy time this holiday,
It's begging! Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching a kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Michael Pearl of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, call 877-734-2200.
A station where your opinion matters.
On Senior Day, the Jake Moody send them out. Snap is good. The ball's played down. The kick is on the way. And the kick is good. Jake Moody from 35 yards gives the Wolverines the lead, 19-17, with 9 seconds remaining. Douglas Karsh on the call on Wolverine Radio Network. Mayfield here on 97.
Yep. It was a fun game to call. It was frustrating, and obviously when it called it. But when it was all said and done, obviously it was fun because it was a win. But man, it was pulling teeth.
I know. Give Illinois credit.
Oh yeah,
They could have gone down the old, you know what, after their 2 losses at home to Michigan State and Purdue. Hey guys, as Chunky Ghost like to say, if it ain't rough, it ain't right. Now that'd be more rich, but that's okay. You're correct. Here we go. That's some good tickets there. Agree with Stoney and John. I think Gov is either listening to the minority. I think Michigan fans are equally as critical of JJ and disappointed. But with Kate injured, the alternate doesn't exist. So most Michigan fans I know are just hoping he gets it together. I don't know who Gub is referring to because I've seen lots of criticism of J.J. McCarthy. Gub, what are you talking about? J.J.'s been mediocre all season. The throwing has been horrendous. J.J.'s getting criticized. Wake up, dude. Top two running backs out gave J.J. the perfect opportunity to silence the critics, put the team on his back, and go out and win the game. He couldn't and was bailed out by the kicker. Would also have liked to see some accountability post-game from him. That's from Dave. Well, the other thing is his coach publicly refuses to criticize him, which I understand. Nervous Michigan fan here. I don't think they'll figure it out in a week, but I wish J.J. could hit some of those deep balls. He's got a gun, but he overthrows everyone. At the same time, Ohio State hasn't impressed me at all. How does Michigan getting their reception upheld help them? They only gained 5 yards and lost 10 seconds with Ben from Ann Arbor. Didn't they give him a first? Did they give him a first down? I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, the pass interference?
No, the reception. The Cornelius Johnson when they had it.
Oh,
If it was incomplete, the clock would. People say Michigan has no chance. Obviously, hasn't seen Ohio State run defense. In a game where Ohio State knew Northwestern was going to run, Northwestern still had 200 yards again. Our running backs will be fine. That's from Eric and Fisher.
Okay, so the thought is that Edwards probably isn't going to play?
I would say he has the least amount of chance of playing of all the injured players.
I do believe Corum will play. I think the littlest thing, though, with this knee is it going to affect his ability to bust a play? You know, is this injury going to stop him on a 12-yard gain in space getting caught versus not when he's healthy?
I don't know. Maybe shorter runs that move the change and take up more clock.
Yeah.
JJ scrambles were horrible. Seems he's in a rush to run over, waiting for a play to develop. That's in the truck. Compare the creativity and play calling from last year with McNamara to this year with JJ. It's not the same last year. They were very creative with Cade.
I think the criticism was pretty much the same going into the Ohio State game. And honestly, it wasn't like it was very creative at that point either. It didn't get creative until you get to the Big Ten Championship game, and then you saw, Donovan Edwards with the pass.
Finally, Buckeye fan here. C.J. Stroud scares the crap out of us. He does not make good decisions on important downs. We're all hoping they're holding something back because they do not look like the team in the past.
What's the deal with Smith and Jigba? Is he going to give this a go?
I don't know. It's curious. I mean, honestly, they don't. You don't want to say they don't need the best receiver in the country, but they kind of don't. They're really. They don't think Marvin Harrison is so freaking good right now. Well, I mean, you go right down the list of their receivers. Marvin Harrison is good. Fleming's good. Egbuka is good. I mean, they still have a number of really good receivers. So it does come down to the decision of C.J. Stroud. Now, C.J. is not what you might classify as a mobile quarterback. He can run, but that's not not Justin Fields. No. All right, it's time for news.
Well, less than 24 hours after Blake Corum was injured on a run during Michigan's game against Illinois, he was out donating Thanksgiving turkeys for a second straight year. So when it does come to his knee, he said, you know what, it's good, his knee is fine, he's going to be back. But he also said that he didn't want to make the afternoon about his knee. He wanted to focus on helping those in underserved communities in Ypsilanti enjoy Thanksgiving. So he began this tradition last year using the money that he earned from name, image, and likeness to purchase these turkeys and hand them out. So he did it again this year, and this year 300 turkey meals were donated, which is more from last year. Last year was 100. And this year other people were donating as well. So half the turkeys were donated. And then gallons of milk were donated as well. Another student was involved donating knit hats. So just a really, really, really great thing to see. And he said that it's a blessing to be able to give back to his community.
Great. They were not live turkey.
Oh my God, here you go. Just minutes before midnight on Saturday, a gunman entered a beloved LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs and immediately began shooting into the crowd. 5 people were killed, 25 others were injured, The shooter has been identified as 22-year-old Anderson Lee Eldridge. Police say that he was armed with 2 firearms. He used a long rifle during the shooting. Police and investigators are still working to determine a motive, and police won't really talk about if the suspect had a criminal history, but there is a man with the exact same name and the same birthday that was arrested last year for threatening his mother with a homemade bomb, and then that incident led to a standoff with police, and he was arrested for that. So does have a past history. If this is in fact the same man, sounds like it is, but police will not say if it was or not. Just a heartbreaking situation. Thousands of people gathered for the Christmas tree lighting at Campus Martius on Friday night, and the event itself was a huge success. Really cool to see the photos of how many people were there. A really fun event, but what happened hours after and just a few blocks away really has people concerned. A 15-year-old boy was shot in the neck. This took place at Michigan Avenue in Griswold in downtown Detroit. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, and police are saying that that incident started when 2 groups of teenagers got into some sort of an argument and things escalated. And then just a short time after that, there was another shooting that took place right near Buffalo Wild Wings that was on Randolph Street in Monroe, where another young person was shot in the leg. And police are saying that both of the shootings are related, and they are confident they'll be able to find the suspects or suspects. They're hoping that they can use the surveillance videos that now are cameras that all these businesses have on them. They're hoping that that will help lead to the suspect.
Yeah, Cindy and her friends were down there, and they were very close to the scene, and they saw people running. They didn't hear any shots, but they were right there at Griswold, having a wonderful time. They, dinner, shopping, and the Christmas tree lighting was great. Everybody.
Yeah. Well, after conducting a Twitter poll, Elon Musk announced on Saturday night that former President Donald Trump would be welcomed back on the platform. So the poll was very simple. It asked Twitter users to either click yes or no on whether his account should be restored. And there was a narrow victory for the yes, winning by 51.8%. This was from 15 million votes. So shortly after that was conducted, Trump's account was restored. It appeared that it was complete with previous tweets. Now, it's still unclear if he's actually going to start tweeting again. He had said in the past that he wouldn't, even if he was allowed back on the site, but we'll see if that's the case. I also know that Kanye, he had his Twitter restored, as well as Kathy Griffin, and I think others as well that were.
I saw that Jack White will not be on Twitter anymore because he's upset the former president is allowed. Here's what I look. You know how I feel about the former president? If you don't want to see it, just don't follow him. Well, who cares? Seriously, if there's people you like on Twitter or you don't like on Twitter, block them or don't follow them. It's very simple. Yeah. Freedom of choice. Okay, but here's the problem. Sometimes you don't want to follow people, and then a lot of people that you guys like follow them or like them, and then it shows up. If you block it, then they won't show up. Right. All right. Thank you very much, Heather. Don't forget, TJ Lang joins us at 9 o'clock. Coming up next, we'll talk about the Detroit Lions. They've won 3 in a row, and people are restricted on the quad. 97 won the ticket.
Hey. You guys know how much I love a great team and the importance of a great team. Well, I want to tell you about the amazing team over at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Southfield. Things have changed quite a bit in buying or leasing a new car these days. No more high-pressure negotiating, no more walking around the lot or kicking the tires. You can custom order your next vehicle, and it's quicker and easier than it's ever been. I can tell you I've done it twice. I did it with leased a car for my wife, walked my truck, went through the order process both times with the team over at Southfield, and it was terrific. Now you can protect your lease payment with sole owner protection, which locks in your payment so it doesn't go up before your vehicle is delivered. With over 500 in-stock or incoming vehicles, Southfield has lots of inventory to choose from. Don't miss the Black Friday sales event where you get the John Canton deal on a new 2022 Ram Bighorn starting at only $299 a month. You're just a short drive away from the best car buying experience you're ever going to have. You can visit them online today at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Southfield.com. 97.1 ticket.
This report brought to you by Big Boy Restaurant. Dealing with a couple of crashes along 696, one heading westbound after DeQuinder on the right shoulder, another in eastbound 696 at DeQuinder on the right lane. Traffic is slowing down as you head through that stretch. Also, a Detroit outer drive at Homer, still closed due to a later crash. Coming to Big Celebrate home of the original double-decker. On Tuesday, November 22nd, get the original double-decker for 99 cents with the purchase of a Pepsi at participating locations. Check out BigBoy.com for participating locations and hours. I'm Michelle Penny up with traffic.
The latest news and information on the Big Ten on the 5-Star Zone podcast with Rico Bears. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
This is Boomer Esiason with an Odyssey Sports Minute. Sunday's biggest winners were led by Dallas. The Dak Attack dropped 40 on Minnesota. Buffalo shoveled off to Detroit and got back on the winning track against Cleveland, while Philly also stopped its mini skid as Jalen Hurts led the late comeback with his leg. Don't look now, folks, but Detroit has now won 3 straight. A Boomer Esiason.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. Dot-com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/play. netsuite.com/play.
Diamonds Direct is celebrating the holiday season by extending our special 20% savings offer through this weekend. So, you have a few more days to take advantage of the best prices of the season, an extra 20% off store-wide. Start your holiday shopping now and save big. Everything is included. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, colored gemstones, and yes, thousands of engagement rings are now an extra 20% off. Our selection for the holidays has never been better, and that includes our breathtaking collection of loose diamonds, hand-picked exquisite diamonds in all shapes and sizes. Don't miss this special extension of our biggest and final store-wide sale of the year through this weekend only. Save an extra 20% on a multi-million-dollar inventory of fine jewelry. Ask about special financing, too. Diamonds Direct. Get all the details at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Are you a construction manager or safety coordinator in need of hydro excavation? Pros Services is the leader in hydro excavation, the safest way to dig. Hydro excavation uses alternative precision techniques instead of mechanical processes that can cause serious damage to infrastructure. Pros Services also provides hazardous and non-hazardous waste transportation, factory deep cleaning, confined space rescue, and commercial and/or industrial power washing. Pros Services is always looking for CDL drivers and laborers. Visit us at prosservices.com. That's PROSservices.com.
Get locked into You Better You Bet, presented by BetMGM, with Nick Costos and Ken Barkley on the BetQL network.
I still think it's Tampa, but I may be going down with the pirate ship on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, this might be a sinking pirate ship. I mean, who are you going to pick? The Niners? They don't have any players left. You're going to pick the Packers? Desperately need to trade for a wide receiver, and one just went to Arizona. Maybe the other one will go to Green Bay.
You Better You Bet, 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern from the BetQL network.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket is presented by BetQL. Smarter bets start with BetQL. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today. Now latest on your Detroit Lions. Download Necessary Roughness with TJ Lang and John Jensen today. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jensen.
485-399-9797 is the telephone number. Please. Everybody calls and bitches when they lose. Here we go. Yeah, we got 3 in a row, 2 road games, back-to-back wins. they basically dominated the game yesterday, 31-18. The final score, obviously, Jamal Williams with 3 touchdowns. Hey, look, some of the things that have been happening to the Lions historically have started to happen to other teams. They missed extra point
There
last
you
week
go.
in Chicago. You missed extra points yesterday.
Well,